Charlie Cox rumored back as Daredevil for Spider-Man Brand New Day. Maybe. So here we are once again at Cosmic Book News. And there's Peter Parker looking like he's turning into the Joker with green hair, a pale skin, and wow, what an unfortunate pose. Even Daredevil appears to be disturbed. So anyway, it's already known that John Bernthal returns as the Punisher, and Spider-Man Fall has been described as more of a street-level film, so adding the Man Without Fear to the flick would make sense. It does. It does. And hopefully this is true, because that would be something they just haven't done in a while, you know, and especially with the MCU Spider-Man. He's been involved with the Avengers a lot. He's been into outer space. Now, the Mysterio is a classic Spider-Man villain, so he did do that. But then it was overseas, and it was really spectacular. I mean, I'm sure he'll be all spectacular in this one, where he goes up against the Scorpion, I believe, and Mr. Negative and all that sort of stuff. But, boy, it's really starting to sound really crowded in the film. So, maybe it's only one scenario and not, you know, really integral to the plot and stuff, and he runs into Daredevil and Punisher, and then they go their separate ways. I don't know. Anyway, the rumor originates from Nuke the Fridge. I am unfamiliar with this scooper, but, well, whatever. So, Nuke claims a friend casually told them that Charlie Cox is heading to the UK to film Spider-Man Brand New Day. According to the info, the source didn't know it was a big spoiler and dropped the news, not realizing their friend was into comics and such. Funny enough, the same thing happened to Matt McCoy when he revealed the Avengers Endgame title. That's Tier 1, so he can't believe it happened. He'll also add that the shill Marvel Redditors are calling Nuke the Fridge into question and crying about the rumor, as they often do, LOL. And it's Matt's guess they weren't around years ago when Nuke the Fridge dropped those first-look Superman Henry Cavill Man of Steel images from Edwards Air Force Base. Oh, wow. Well, so Nuke the Fridge goes back a ways. It's like, oh, okay. So, yeah, Charlie Cox could be appearing in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Guess we'll eventually find out. Well, yeah. Cox is also returning for Daredevil Born Again Season 3, so maybe appearing in Spidey will give the series a much-needed boost. Season 2 premieres next year. Well, yeah, it's going to need all the boost it can get, because that first season, nobody showed up, and it wasn't that good. There's some cool scenes here and there, but not very good. And the way they left it, I don't know. Hopefully they can do something with it. But, so, there we go. It does make sense for Daredevil to show up in the Spider-Man movie. Same thing with the Punisher. And, yeah, that would be a cool thing, but it's already very cluttered. It says it's starring Tom Holland, of course, Zendaya as MJ, Jacob Batalon as Ned, with Sadie Sink and Lisa Colin-Zayas in mystery roles. One of them is probably going to be the Lady Chameleon instead of the real Chameleon, but there's a Lady Chameleon, so they're going to do Lady Chameleon instead. So one of those ladies will be that. People thought, hey, Sadie could be the real Mary Jane Watson. You know, some said she might be Jean Grey because they're setting up the X-Men, I suppose. But they might just dye her hair and make her the Black Cat, because it's also been rumors that Felicia Hardy will show up being the Black Cat and all that. So there you go. You've got his main cast, you know, with MJ and Ned. And now you got two other girls. And then you got John Bernthal as the Punisher. And then Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk. Rumored to be the Savage Hulk. Hopefully. Nobody cares about hipster Hulk, you know. Michael Mando is playing Scorpion, which makes sense because they set him up in the first, movie they did. Marvin Jones III, his tombstone. And there you go. More of the street level stuff because he's one of these, Marvel Comics mobsters and that sort of thing. Florence Pugh is also said to be returning as Yelena, with rumors offering the villain of the movie could be Lady Chameleon. So it could be Lady Chameleon is up to some kind of espionage thing and, probably some connection to Black Widow number 2. And plus, probably Florence has to show up at the end and say, oh, we got trouble, Spider-Man, and we need all the help we can get for the new Avengers. And this leads to Avengers Doom Stay. So there you go. Probably, but still, really cluttered. You think someone actually wrote a script this time and they can weave all that out and they've got enough airtime and it all fits in with a credible plot and enough adventure and stuff and the added drama of Peter Parker's life and whatnot? Yeah, well, maybe the cool scenes will outweigh all of the stupid. Maybe. But boy, that last movie was really good. And it ended on such a positive note because he really finally got to actually play Peter Parker. They didn't let Tom Holland play Peter Parker in the other Spider-Man movies and stuff. But he got to do it in that one. So hopefully that continues into the next one. And he finally has a pretty accurate Spidey suit, So there's that. Anyhow, hopefully Daredevil is in it because that would be fitting. Even if it's just a glorified cameo, which is what it was last time when he was just Matt Murdock. But I don't know. I mean, Tombstone will be involved in stuff, so maybe they'll connect it with the events of Daredevil Season 2. Maybe they'll have a cameo from Spider-Man himself in that one, That'll give it a boost. So, but that's getting a little ahead of things. So anyway, more than likely, Daredevil's going to show up in some form or fashion.